Hello. Welcome. You're gonna have to go. Ooh. You're gonna, oh, the urges. I want to smash. I want to use this part of the guitar and just crack my phone like this. You know what I mean? Uncontrollable urges. You gotta give me a minute. I'm starting a new song today, which is a little bit of a doozy. For many reasons. So, I can do this for a sec. My friend was telling me, I think I was talking, I don't remember, I was talking about Aretha something. I was talking about Aretha Franklin. Actually, I need to know more about her. I want to know everything about her. But we were on the phone today. He called me. I was driving, listening to this song. And I was like, I'm going to obviously try it, which is a stupid thing to say. Like, saying you're going to try Aretha Franklin. If you got to say you're going to try, if you're saying try, then you're not approaching Aretha the right way. Like, Aretha don't want you to try her. Aretha wants you to get it right. You know what I mean? So he had told me this tidbit about Aretha, I guess. I think it might have been, I don't remember what artist it was, but it was on Today's Music, you know? It might have been like a big pop singer, like, you know? And Aretha's response to them was, I can't, on the recording of, I want to say it was True Blue. I want to say it was Madonna, and I'm going to take this off for a second. But I'm going to play Aretha, and I've chose to play Aretha on you. Are you honored? Yes, I'm honored. But I mean, like, really, BB would have picked the same, right? Oh, man. Did they date? Like, in my head, on the pillow that BB King and Aretha Franklin made love on. And if they never made love, I'm sorry to their families if I'm being disrespectful. I'm just saying. But at least they made lovely music together, right? Even if they didn't make love. Oh, thank God for that. What did I see? I think it was Aretha, Shaka, and Etta with BB. Like, I saw a video of. I gotta see if I can find it. It was insane. So, but I gotta, like, get set up. And so I figured, normally I bullshit a lot during, you know, while I'm playing. So instead of bullshitting while I'm playing, I'm going to bullshit while I'm getting set up. So I've decided to play on an electric. This amp is, like, literally from probably, like, 1982. I need to get a new amp. And it's not even, like, a good amp from then. You know what I mean? It's not bad, but it's old. It's seen better days. And it bars me from wanting to play electric because it doesn't sound nice. It should sound nicer. And I know that guitar makes a good sound. I've heard that guitar on a nice amp. And now I can't go back. I know I told this story before. I used to be okay with CDs and streaming services. Streaming services have gotten better. Hi, what's going on? Oh, I'm setting up my wires. Because I know I'm about to approach Aretha Franklin on a song, and I know that it's not gonna be like a 5-second thing, you know? Like, it's my first time playing it. It's not an easy song. It's Aretha, so I gotta do it right. You know what I mean? And that was the story. I'm sorry, to circle back to the story I was telling before. So I guess, like, I think it was Madonna, and I think it was about True Blue. And Aretha's public response to it, and I relate, girl. Like, I don't have any chill either. I got a little bit more chill when it comes to creative things, and just, like when it comes to, like, being hurt, or people I love being hurt, I don't have chill. But when it comes to, like, what other people are creating, I think I have the most chill. Like, I think if you're just trying to create something in this day and age, like, even if it's bad, you're, like, doing something noteworthy. You know what I mean? Unless it's harmful, in which case, quit it. You know? But anyway, her response was, she's off key on the studio recording. Something like that. Like, and like, if you came up in the industry as a woman of color at the time that she did, right? You would have the same response too. Like, even if you were great, you were getting a struggle, like, until, like, people began to become like a little bit, I don't know if it was people becoming a little bit more aware, or if it was that what they were producing was so fucking good that if you can't resist shaking your ass to something, right? Like, or feeling like sexy to something, or like feeling like they understand your broken heart. Like, this is her music, right? If you can't, like, if you hear something and can't resist feeling those feelings, like, right? Like, how could you be a person or a culture that segregates and, like, bastardizes a race of people, right? And I don't know if it was so much like humans waking up, or so much the music being like, come on now, I think the music woke us up. I honestly think, and I think there's a lot of really smart people who say the same thing, and and it's not just music, it goes back to like paintings and the Enlightenment, and it goes back even further. Like, I'm sorry, I'm going down a rabbit hole. This is what my like background and research was in, a lot of it, like 10 years of it. But like, there's this really great book called Art in the Age of Mechanical Reproduction. I break it out, but I really got to play, and I'm already obviously off course. So in that book, kind of talks about the origins of art, right? And like, the earliest depictions of art were actually, cave paintings, which were done in blood and blah, blah, blah. And it talks about, the power of representation and imagery, and then they hypothesize and like kind of guess at like what the cavemen might have interpreted, like when they saw these, what the use of these paintings would have been for, And like, a lot of the cave paintings are of like things of like the game in the area, right? And like landmarks and like where to find food and water, maps, things like that, right? I'm sure some of them even have like, representations of like orders of like classes and people, right? You don't speak well? Well, you obviously speak dick, so you could put it in your mouth. See, I'm funnier than you, so don't try. Go get your own platform, dick. Sorry. I can't. People are obnoxious. Like, who does that? Oh, I'm gonna wake up this morning and I'm gonna just go on the internet and this is what we do. Channel. Where is it? Sorry. Pew. 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 Bow. Sorry. So it's not something that's new. The idea that art can change a civilization, right? That was the earliest forms of communication, right? In terms of like recorded communication, nonetheless, right? And then you have the Enlightenment and blah, blah, blah. It goes on and on, right? So I'm not about to like go on the internet and just be like, here's me doing Aretha, right? This is not that. So I know I'm going to get hate for this, because apparently the more people who view you, the higher the rate of hate, which is, that's par for course. It's, let's say, a 10% population of haters in the world. They just hate, hurt and hating. Okay, there's too many wires. You should have seen me like lugging all this equipment out. It was like the amp and the thing. Oh my god. You know, the crazy thing is, like, about that, like, I share my story on here, and the fucked up part about what that person said, and like how dangerous that is to go and say to people, whether they're male or female or whatever. Like, it's so fucking dangerous. Like, years ago, I struggled with addiction, and I was like super skinny for me, right? But even being an addict, I was never like, I was always curvy. It's just my body, you know? And I would later, when I went on to do like uh, training, and like, I'm an athlete too. I might be round, but I'm an athlete, you know? I taught yoga. Like, I'm very like athletic. And so, I mean, I'm not an athlete, but I've trained like one at many times in my life. And so I went to do like personal training, and they did a body assessment, and they were like, you know, you might be this weight, but that's because like the percentage of your body is like muscle and and like fatty tissue in like certain areas, you know. It's how I'm built, and like it's really dangerous to go out there. And first of all, it's fucked up. Like, who the fuck are you to go like commenting on how people look? I'm sure you are fucking fucked looking. Like, and if you're not, ugly shines from the inside out. You know what I mean? Like, be nicer. Hurt people, hurt people. Assess why you're doing that. And actually, you know what? I want to come back, like, to this person. If you revisit this video, like, here's how I feel. You might have, like, been fucked up and said something fucked up, like, but let's correct it, right? Like, I forgive you. Like, let's just move on. Like, and let's just try to be human beings. If you want to stay and watch, stay and watch. If you don't, go somewhere else. Like, you know what I mean? Like, life is short. So you're either really young and you don't realize that, or you're really fucking ignorant and you need to wake the fuck up. Anyway. Whew. Now I want to play music. Anyway, when my friend Jordan called, I was in the middle of listening to it, and I said, do you know how much I love you right now? And he's like, why? I'm like, because I was listening to Aretha. And he got it. I have not, like, I love her the same way, obviously the same way I love Nina, but I have not, like, fully explored her as an artist. And she's got such a huge body of work. I don't even know where to begin, but I gotta get records. I want the LPs, man. Hold on a sec, I gotta get my computer. Oh no! I'm supposed to get guitar stands. I can't anymore, it's too much. There's like so many like little things that I need to do and get. I can barely keep up with. It's hot in here. Hey. Hello. Alright, so then, is this thing on? Okay. I didn't grab the computer. Oh, you're so cute. Where is it? Did I put it? Oh, it's here. Why is it here? Why did I put it there? That's odd for me. Oh, I'm so excited to do this song. And it's really probably not going to be great. Like, I'm going to probably just work on the chords. I might do like a light, gentle little vocal play around. I was singing with it earlier. So the song I'm doing is well, that I'm beginning to work on, right, is I Never Loved a Man by Aretha. She might not be a god, but she's a priestess. Ooh. Oh my God, don't look. And then I'm also gonna do Either Way I Lose by Nina. It popped up that like someone was listening to it, and the version I first did, I like. It was really good for a first attempt. Really good. But it really merits another try. Another 12 tries. Okay, here we go. So I think I'm just going to work on those two today. Don't let me do any other songs. No requests, okay? Also, shout out to Material Objects. I have to listen to the album. It is so beautifully recorded. Like, even if you don't like the album or the artist, which I like them, I'm just saying everyone should listen to it, because if you're into like that kind of audiophile shit, you really should listen to it. I don't want to tell the story about the other story that I was going to tell earlier, which was also an audiophile story, because I really want to play right now. I don't know if he's in the band or if he like works at a record store with the band or something like that. I don't know, or radio station. I don't know the exact story. I think he's in it. This guy was a friend. He's married to a dear friend. They're both friends of a friend from ages ago. We've lost touch, but they're amazing. I think like I'd see them on Facebook and they put out an album, and I was like, oh, I'm going to support them. And then it came with this awesome t-shirt. But like the quality, and I think this t-shirt is the quality, like says the quality too. It's like a good cotton, like, beautiful screen printing, like, and that like, it's like old school, like the recording is just, it's exceptional. Okay, here we go. I'm nervous to do it. I might do it first on piano just to like get the vibe of it. And I got to my guitar and stuff. Yeah. But the good news is I did most of my work today, like already. I had to take care of like morning business shit, so. And tomorrow the same, so. Oh no! Aretha, please. Why would you do that? I hate when the artists are like, no, you can't use our tabs. So that makes me lose a lot of respect. And like, I know it's not the artist. Most of the times it's the idiotic recording companies or people who have their contracts or whatever. But dude, if you're Bowie, and I bring up Bowie, I'm sorry, even post-mortem, because it's to illustrate like maybe it was like a lack of communication between the record company and him, like, but and I'm sure he probably had no fucking idea this was happening. He was still putting out great work in the 90s, but like, don't fucking cock block like potential musicians from learning the work of like artists. That's such a shitty, idiotic thing to do. How do you work in the music industry and justify that? It's like computer science, like in programming, like it's literally exactly like that. Like that is part of like music, is the sharing of it. Idiots, sorry. And that's not at Aretha, that's at the industry that controls like everything, And I don't know anything about it. I'm sure Aretha is not thinking about that kind of shit. She's a queen, Same thing with Bowie. He's a queen too. All right, hold on. What the fuck am I doing? I'm trying to find a new place. And this is plan B, and then I'm not doing plan C, D to Z, because I can do that too. I can sit here and try to bang away at it all day. Not gonna do that. I really want to play. Oh, that's really frustrating. I could try to play along. Hold on, let me shut up and just focus for a second. It's really frustrating. There's a good chance that somebody else did it and it's still available. So there's that. Oh, I do have iReal Pro. Oh. What? That's her real name? Is that her real name? No. Or is it just somebody covering her? Oh, no, she wrote it. Oh, Ronnie Shannon. Hello. Teach me. Who's this Ronnie Shannon? I love reading music stuff. I'm sorry to go on. Let me open up the chat and I'll share with you guys what I'm reading. Because I should do that. That's like the whole point of the channel, right? Is that. So I stumbled upon some iReal Pro, which is an app that is really great. A music teacher, friend of mine once told me about it. It's really great if you want to learn like standards or even non-standards. There's a large library of music that you can bring in, but like for playing standards, it like has the progressions and like it's really good. And so there's I guess like a chat or community in there, and somebody has brought up a discussion of it. So I was just reading through that because I'm still looking for the chords for it. Sorry. You don't have to watch. It's just going to be me kind of researching and talking out loud and sharing my research in the links. So hold up one sec. Let me just get the chat open. I really need to play. I'm about to go on a really long road trip like next month sometime, and I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't like being without my piano or a piano. I gotta see if there's one. Hi everybody. Tube amps are old. I don't know if it's a tube amp. It probably is. I don't see tubes in it though. It just looks like a giant speaker. It doesn't even look like an amp. You know what I don't know what an amp looks like. It's old and it's not bad. It just doesn't make like a nice doesn't make the nice creamy honey warm sound that I want. All right. Oh, where's the chat? There it is. So there's too many screens. I'm multitasking on like this level. Okay. So that is the forum that I was looking at. And so the part that I thought was really interesting was that the use, and this is what's great about this, like I knew it was going to be a good resource or discussion because the user, their discussion is, my reason for this chart was to get the structure right, as there was a temptation to change chords early on in some sections, right? And that's true. Like most of the music at that time, like especially like I think most of the music at that time, I don't think it mattered what genre it was. It was like, did it matter what genre? Like it was like kind of a standard that at the end of the song, there was gonna be a change, whether it be in progressions or key of some sort. You see that a lot. It'll be like E flat minor or E flat, and then at the end it'll change to A flat or something. It's kind of like a blues jazz thing that happens. Okay, so let's see what they got here. Oh, I have iReal Pro, so it's like, do you want to open the app? And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, that'd be great because the app's great. It was like $20, and you just own it. Like you don't pay it annually or anything like that. Well worth it. And then it has like open access to musicians who are sharing their work. And so what's really cool about it, I'm gonna turn my camera over for a sec to show you guys. Bear with me. What's really cool about it is this. So back in the day, right? And actually I had the privilege of kind of seeing this. I was staying in an Airbnb, and the person who owned it was a musician, and they had a grand piano, and in the boxes and like shelves of sheet music, they had these notebooks of like standards like this, but it was handwritten, you know. And so if you play like jazz and stuff, like or any music for that matter, out, and you have play a lot of it, right? Like you're not going to necessarily remember all of it, and there's going to be times as a professional musician where you're going to get called to a gig and you're like, I don't know that song, and they'll be like, okay, quick, here's the lead sheet, I think it's called, or something like that. And in the old days, you used to have like a notebook that you'd handwrite it in. I guess I love like seeing those pictures of it. So that's what this is, and basically you could do a lot of other stuff in there too. Like, but this is like the basics. So you're gonna this like first like line of your verse. It's gonna be like an F, and then it's gonna switch up to like an F7, B flat, and then these lower notes tell you what like the bass notes are, or in some cases you could even do that as an inversion. I think I have done it both ways. I don't know if it's right or not. You know what I mean? And then in between, like all of this stuff where there's nothing happening, you could leave that as nothing happening, right? Because that could be like, that could be like maybe that's where like another instrument or the horns come in or something, right? Like, or you could add stuff there. So it's kind of like a cool app. And so this is the lead sheet for I Never Loved a Man, right? But it doesn't have the lyrics. So I'm going to have to probably get the lyrics. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to play this song. It's going to end up getting cut and erased. There's a good chance I might have to just cut that segment of the video to like comply with, what do you call it? To comply with copyright like guidelines and stuff. So we'll see. There's one more thing I wanted to do. I wanted to do a sound check again before I start playing, because I moved the camera, and that's usually when there's an issue. A, right? Okay. All right, let's do it. Oh, I'm going to import the song. Okay. Oh, nice. It's just like it opens it, but then you have the option to import it, and you can change like the key and stuff. Like, it's amazing. This app is awesome. I wonder, oh, just put it under imports. Sometimes it categorizes it, I think. All right, now I gotta get the song open. Which one, though, do I want to do? Okay, hold on 1 second. Oh, there's so many versions of it, too. I gotta start over. Sorry. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, it didn't start over. Okay. Let's do the beginning again. I told you it's gonna be a slow roll today. It's Aretha. You know what I mean? Let's just take that. Bum, ba, bum, bum. No! I think that version... Is that on a synth? Or like an electric piano? Is there an older version? It just sounds like it to me. What year was this written? I'll find it on piano. Close Spotify. One too many things open. I think it's getting close. It's not bad. It's not bad. That's not far. Closer. I want to see it live. I don't want like a piano app. Franklin, live with a pianist. Oh, is she on the piano on this one? Stop!
In the quest for a good
No, nobody wants to hear about your quest. First of all, that is very bad wardrobe. Oh my God. Hold up, girl. Wait, I'm not ready. You gotta be ready. You can't tell Aretha to hold up. What's wrong with you? Oh, I'm so excited. Hold on. Where's iReal Pro? I just want to get a quick look at the tabs, what they are. Oh, not tabs, other things. Okay, so we got... Oh. Oh, there we go. Diagrams. Piano. Proper. Library. Oh, what? Too many windows. Sorry. I'm getting there. Promise. All right, I need to see an F7. I know what an F7 is, though. That's not an F7, though. What is the B? Hold up, I'm gonna look it up. That's the problem about playing great music, right? The problem about playing the greats is that it's not easy, right? But it's also the blessing. Like, for instance, I've never finished that Hisashi song, though I'm getting so close. I haven't been playing it, though. I gotta play it again. When I get back, I will. But it just keeps giving. Like, I keep learning from it, you know? All right, so what, for instance, I don't know what this means in notation, so I'm gonna look it up. What does F7 / B flat mean? Piano. It's different on guitar, like, I think. Or is it? It might not be. Okay. So it means this. It's just an F7, right? That's all it is. But the B flat is a bass note. That's not what you're showing here, though. Oh. Like that? So, can you do it? Oh, there's so many ways to approach that. See? Can it just be an F7 on its own? What's the next note? The next note is a B flat, so it's like. Okay. So now I know what that is, at least. All right. So it just means like, it just means like when you see like an F7 and the slash and then another note, it just means that that's your bass note. And so it should be the lowest on your chord, I think. Or put in as a separate bass, probably. You could do either way. Like I could still just do an F7, right? And then have, I could even just do an F and then have a B flat. I actually kind of like that on my bass clef. That's kind of nice. So, F. Nice, right? That works. Okay. Now, I think that sounds close, right? I wouldn't, if I were to be like playing for Aretha, I wouldn't be like, well, this will work, right? Like, that's the closest sounding thing I've heard so far, though. I like playing what they're showing here, and so using, and I think that's maybe what they mean, is that you could play it as the bass note in a chord, right? When you see like a slash with two chords, you could play the lower one as the bass note, right, in the chord. So like, for instance, you could start, your F7 with that, right? But I think on piano, what's more relevant of a thing to do is that's just your treble clef, right? That's just your bass. So actually I want to play around with that for a second. So like, so it's like, so you know what I mean? As opposed to trying to like play 5 notes with like one hand, like it's impossible. On a guitar, it's not, I don't think. Maybe it is. All right, so let's see. Any other crazy things that I need to know? So let's just try that part without the music and then see if we can add it into the music. Wait, that's not right. Okay. Oh, they have it in the Jazz New Orleans Swing category. All right, let's play along. Let's just go. Let's just do it, right, Miss Aretha? I'm gonna watch what you're doing, though, girl. Let's see what you do. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm gonna share the link to the video that I'm watching right now. in preparation of trying to attempt this song, which is apparently going to be "Oh, I Love You So Much," which is which is going to take a real long time. So here's my project song that I'm working on. Thank you. Hello. I've linked the video that I'm going to watch now. It's Aretha in this beautiful gown. That is not a wardrobe issue. That is a wardrobe. Pass me the tissues. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna cry. I don't know who this person is today. Feeling zany and zesty. Here we go. Oh, her gown. She's throwing a lot of C in there. Oh my God, Aretha, you can play. Like, I never knew. Look at those keys. Look at your fingers. No, are you dying? Fuck you, universe. Are you letting this computer die in the middle of an Aretha? No, I don't mean that, universe. I take that back. You guys didn't hear me publicly curse the universe. It's probably my internet, not the universe. I apologize. You can't. I was losing my mind over Aretha Franklin playing the piano, and like my computer's glitched out. Glitched? I invented that word. It's a good one last time. It's not the universe. It's just my internet. Phew. No more ads. The world of advertisements is exhausting. While I'm waiting, here's a good story. This is just gonna be a episode of, if you've gotten this far, fair warning. It's probably just an episode of me telling stories and getting frustrated at the internet and universe. Hold on. The basics. So you're gonna. Somebody said I don't speak well. No, are you dying? It's not the universe. It's just my internet. I forgot what I said, but I was going to tell a story about. So I'm just rewinding. How cool is that feature in life? All right, let's go. No more ads. The world of advertising. Now I remember. Okay. So when I lived years ago, a friend of mine was in a puppet theater, and he traveled, and I was like kind of transient. I was between places. I didn't know where I was going next or what I was doing next. It was like right after college. So I was at a weird juncture in my life too. I was like, do I go back to art school? Do I go back to school for law? Which I would have been a kick-ass lawyer. Oh, corporate America, you're so lucky I didn't go back to school for law. I should have. Maybe I'll do that when I retire. As if we get to retire in this world now. Anyway, so I lived in this really utopian place in upstate New York. It was so beautiful. And it was off-grid, you know? There was a really nice bathroom, but it was an off-grid bathroom. So there was it looked like a regular bathroom. It was outside. It was its own little, like, civilized, like, you know, with heating and everything, little, like, outhouse and, shower and stuff. And I lived there in 2003, and then the fall came, and I was done caring. I was taking care of the property as my friend was traveling, which was nice. Like, it was really cool. I stayed in a lean-to. Like, I stayed outdoors when it was nice. There was a period I lived in a teepee. That was disgusting, actually. I don't advise that. Like, I'm always about, like, live your best life, and it was a nice teepee. It was... It was a nice teepee. It was. It would get slugs, though, inside, because it was, like, fertile, wet upstate land by a river thing. And so I lived upstate during that time for 5 years, in which I didn't have a TV, I didn't have a cell phone, I just had a house phone. Actually, when I moved to my friend's house, or his property out in the off grid property, that's when I got my first cell phone, and it was 2003. And when the fall came, I was supposed to go move down to Florida, and I ended up getting stranded in New York. Not stranded because I had dear friends who were like, come stay on my couch and stay as long as you need to, and never once ever made me feel bad or like guilty or like, or like I've overstayed my welcome, like it was just like, our home is your home, and they, that's a good friend. And so, friends. And so I stayed with them. But the reason I bring this up following that yet loud advertisement is that it was a really formative part in my younger years. I had gone from living upstate with zero connection to the world. Like I only listened to NPR. I never like was outside of this very small like rural community, like and city, like, but it was a valuable community. You did not have to go outside of it, is what, like everything you needed was there. They were great people, great food, great, like great culture, like but small, and it was nice. Everybody knew everybody's name. Everybody dated everybody at one point or the other. It was, but I went from living that isolated, insular life to getting thrown into Queens post September 11th. Now, I was from that area, so I was familiar with it. Like, as a kid, it was a dream of mine to, like, live in New York City. Like, I used to fall asleep as a teenager and make pretend like I lived in the village, and, like, I could hear the traffic outside my window and the people, like, that was a dream of mine then. And so, but going back into that after having been isolated and then post September 11th that was a doozy. So yeah, advertisements did my whole thesis basically around that, and all the research for it around that. I think I'm procrastinating because I don't want to. I do want to. Here we go. Let's do it, Aretha. I'm ready. Following your lead. Your beautiful lead. Show me, Mama. Oh, her rings. This is a different song, I think. Because when you use my love, so good. And it was in a key that it worked with. Alright, hold on. Come on with the ads. It's obnoxious, really. Note to self. Handle it. Okay? Take care of this. Alright, good to me. Good to me as I am to you. Oh, that's like the dream. What a sweet title of a song. That's what love is, like, and it's not about like, you did this, so I'm gonna do this. It's just like you're good to the person because you want to be good to them. That's it. You love them. You want to be good to them. It's that easy. Oh, wait, no. And you are good to them, right? Or you try your damnedest to be good to them. That's an important addendum. Okay, so that was really great, but that's not the one. Aretha Franklin on piano. I never loved a man. Like the other recordings, I couldn't, it was like, the tone was higher, like a little higher, and it was like, I don't know. Now I get though, watching her play that, I get how she plays. She's not like playing full chord. She's doing a lot of twinkling. So she's like, I could probably approach it now. I think I can approach it now. I don't know. Let's listen one more time. Let's play along with her actually, and then I'm going to approach it. This is a long video. It's like an hour of me just like researching it. Well, that's what it takes. If you want to do great work, whether it be carpentry, like computer programming, playing piano, taking over a democracy that was a baby and was doing okay until you decided to turn into a tyranny, right? No matter what you do. I'm cracking up, kids. No matter what you do, right? It takes work, right? There's a tenor saw song that Rob used to listen to, too, that was like, no matter, I can't remember the lyrics, but it was something like, no matter what you want, you gotta work hard for it or something. I'm gonna be embarrassed when I look back and I actually look up the lyrics and I'm like, wait, what? Okay. I am so off track today. Videos. Franklin. Piano. Live. Because I didn't do the right search query. And I'm going to quote the song title. Oh, this is a hard search. Because I messed up my query. Story of my life. Oh, this says it's on here. All right. Let's look at this one. I got it, I think. All right. This is going to be my first try playing through it. Be kind. Be kind. Oh, wait, I forgot. I don't have the chords for it. Watch me have a temper tantrum on the internet. I'm not very patient. I'm sorry. To everybody who's ever suffered my impatience. Oh, Alicia Keys doing it? What? I'd love to see that. Oh, wait, hold up. Alicia Keys did it? Let's see if they have the chart. See, that's the other thing. The companies are not smart either. Like, the record companies are like, ooh, we're going to bar her music from being on, like, tabs and stuff like that. But then they're like, they don't look for, like, the other artist versions. How much you guys want to make a bet I find Alicia Keys' version? Nope. They got them all. Bastards. Bastards. Come on, she had to play it. Oh, I forgot the live, Corey. Oh, whoa, hey, hold up. What's that?
What does this just say? Free bird, like as in flying bird?
Internet, stop. You are distracting me today. The story behind Aretha Franklin's I Never Loved a Man the Way I Love You, episode 79, Chop Unlimited. I'm there and sharing. Here you go, everybody. In case. I'm like, I love how I'm like, here, go look at YouTube too. Here's all the other things. Don't watch me. Go watch this. It says it's on here.
Another.
I love her interviews. That's not the same song. They are lying. They keep saying it's this song. It's like, could be. All right, I'm just going to listen and play. It doesn't have to be a live version. I got what she's doing with the keys now, so it doesn't even have to be piano. It just be... Let's just listen to the song and play. All right, actually, I'm going to leave and come back. Be right back.